Alright, good. I think it's working now. Pretty sure. Okay, yeah, things are looking nice. Alright, hello and welcome. Um, if you've noticed, I've been fairly inactive recently. That's because, as I said before, school has started. Uh, Wait, hold on. Is my mic still working? Okay, good. It looks like it is, so I'll be fine. Anyways, as I was saying, school has started, so that's why I'm a bit inactive. But I'll try and do these streams though once a week to show that I am very much not dead. So, here's what we're gonna try and do today. I have probably 2 hours before I have to leave because IRL stuff happened and I have to take care of that stuff. So what I'll do is see how far I get with this piece, which is Tortoise Dragon, Fortune is Fortune. I worked on this last week as well, so it's the same piece, hence, part two, the title, and so on and so forth. I'll do that for most of the stream, and then I'll try out this idea that I had. So so you've probably know this, but I'm working on another piece, Daddy Daddy Do from Kaguya-sama. It's the second opening to the show. It's been in development hell for like a very long time, both because of sound issues I've had with the PPZA channels crackling if you make them too loud, and also with the artist source still having trouble getting it. Well, in terms of like making it, there's still time needed for it. So it's been in development hell for a while. But I had an idea recently, and I think this might be the final. I think this will be the solution that'll finally solve my problems with it. Essentially, so the problem stems from the fact that one of the channels is loud, like really loud, and that's what's causing the crackling. So if I make all of the PPCA channels, just backing instruments that don't need to be loud at all, then the crackling will probably stop. Hopefully. So that's the plan. If I get around to it, I probably won't, since most of my time will be dedicated to this song, as you see right now. So that's where things are going. All right, so with the spiel out of the way, I guess I'll start by playing back what I already have. Yeah, that sounds like a good start. Oh, I got a new mic temporarily for this video because it's for another project that you'll see in the future. So enjoy the improved sound quality while you still can. Okay, the sound's not working. Let me fix that. The sound is still not working. Oh, I know why. Alright, that should do it. Hold on, we have a problem. My desktop audio is not working. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna debug OBS real quick. Alright, so just to make sure. Alright, good. The volume output works on OBS, so I'm assuming it's gonna be fine. Alright, now here's actually what I've worked on since up to this point. that's what I have so far. I also forgot to open. MuseScore, so I'm gonna do that very quick. Righto. So this is where I'm at. Right. So as you can, so this is the next section I'm working on. A couple of things I'll note here is that it's obviously more or less a return. It's a repeat of previous sections with the pitch shifted down. Except one thing I will note is that the melody here in the effect synthesizer is actually in the second section, whereas everything else comes from the first. So it's a combination of both parts, which I guess is excuse me, which I guess is a nice trick to keep the audience engaged and have them not know that this is actually just a repeat of the first section and the second section, which, as I said before many times, Zune likes to do. Granted, I like that actually since it makes my job easier, but still. Alright, now I actually made this mistake. Well, right. So I copied in section L, so that L corresponds to the second section, where in actuality it's not that. So I'm gonna have to make that change, but I'll still keep the macro around since I'll need it for the section after this one. So where was I before? Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we have electric bass, and most of it it's that. So that's what I actually need. So we're up to letter M. Yeah. Okay, wait, no. Oh no, we have no. So we're up to section M. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, good. A, B, G, K. Yeah. Oh yeah. L is not part of the equation here since. So we'll just make it S0. I feel like that's really, really low, especially even for the electric bass. That's exceptionally low, actually. No, no, that's straight from the horse's mouth. All right, I'm trusting you. Okay, so JK. Oh wait, no, that's the. All right, so the C part has. It's a bit different. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out ourselves. Got it. All right. So yeah. As I said earlier, and as I predicted correctly, the piano from the first section is what we need here instead of the second one. So that's what I'll have to make sure to put in. Very good. BG corresponds. Yeah, I forgot to enter that. Righto. So we have J, K, L. We're saving for the next one. So we have M and N. Yep, that looks good. Next, we have D, which is basically the other part we have to worry about. So it's just that. Oh, it's actually D and F. Well, that's pretty cool. What is F? F is a. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Uh, there's a bit of a discrepancy. Ah, crap. There is a discrepancy here. Yeah, the instrument definitions I copied here were from. Ah, yeah. Crud. I'm gonna have to change it, aren't I? Very well. Okay, that's fine. Um. See what did I do here? I had electric bass, piano effects, synth. What other different? Oh, I see. Ah, that's the other thing we have to worry about. I did not realize that apparently. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a slight change of plans here. So what happened is, um, the original 16 to 32. I'll put your attention to that, in just a moment. Had only one line of effect synthesizer. Now, if you compare that to the section that we're working on now, it's the same backing instruments, but the melody itself has two, as has there's two effects synthesized functionally that are interacting with each other. Right, since it's the second section. So what this means is that there's less room for the soprano for some of our backing instruments, in particular the soprano, since it's a three-part liner. Thankfully, this is where the L channel comes in, so we're gonna have to return back to it, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a couple of minor alterations in that case in order to fit the effect synthesizer that we need. Alright, so here's what we're going to do then. We're gonna ignore the sopranos for now. So we have A, B, and C at this point. So we're gonna ignore channel C for now and dump this under channel D actually. Right, since channel C is going to be since we're gonna do a part split, no, a operator split on channel C. So that's where one of the soprano will have to go. So in that case, the next one is probably E, in this case. So E being the effect synthesizer actually that we needed. So what we actually need is this. Yeah, so something like this is what we actually need. Right, and that E, the effect synthesizer here, corresponds to part D here, the effect synthesizer here. So we have to take this and turn this into a macro. Wait, hold on, something does not look right. Wait. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm just going crazy. Anyways, yes. So that theory holds. Right, so we turn this all into the O macro. Right, so we have DH section O. Yeah, that's the other problem. So as you can see, we have conflict. Well, yeah, we have slightly different interpretations of what that turns out to be. So we're gonna save that then. Wait, no, that's the total score. Shoot. Anyways, so right, so we have E. Oh, alright, so I think what I'll do for now is strip out the SSG accompaniments until we get there, because we have to partition this parts first. Alright, we have a problem, don't we? Uh-oh. Well, part D is apparently really excessively long. What happened here? I do not remember this. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, now I do. Yeah, C corresponds to D. And apparently I did not. Ah, shoot. Yeah. Okay, this will fix it. Good. All right, now we can go back and actually introduce some of these soprano parts that we were talking about earlier. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this one step at a time. So we'll start with part C, the C part. We'll get the octave down, and then we'll do the split and introduce L, and then we'll go from there. Right. So this soprano one part corresponds to part E here. I wonder what. Oh, I keep forgetting. That's right. Yeah, we're referring back to this. This is something else. This is something completely different. Yes. It's JK and O. Yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting. That's on me. Anyways, soprano one in part D in the first section corresponds to C here. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that. Good. All right, so we take this and we will split it. So to do that, we're gonna be using the reference from measures 33 to 48. We're gonna take this and make this S12. And then what we're also gonna do is go back here and take our soprano 3 line from here and turn that into an L. Actually, hold on. Something's a bit off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, no, 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 no. Okay, no, something's not off. It's 04 and 05. I'm just going crazy. Yeah, yeah, even yeah, yeah. It's possible for even me to get confused at times when I do this. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is do a part mask here instead. Part E and L. Okay, we have a problem. Not even 10 seconds in. Great. That's exactly what I like to see. All right. So E and oh no 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 what? No 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 that's not right. This should be C right here. All right, that should fix it. Okay, so that operates well. I'm just going a bit crazy. I'm just going crazy for some reason. When I play it in full, I can't hear it. The higher part. Maybe it's just because. Wait a minute. I see. Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. The pan settings. Uh, take it up. Take it up. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to just delete one of them. Yeah. Now we input line F. So we're gonna have soprano 1, 2, and 3, and then G and H can come in after. Okay, so F is corresponds to part. Yeah, F is here. Oh wow. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no 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 no. F for soprano 2 corresponds to soprano E soprano 2 over there. So we're gonna have to put this into Q. good. Now we take in. Alright, so we have the electric base. Oh, wow, they're exactly the same. Good, that's exactly what I'd like to see. Well, in this case, we have it as, right, one of the effect synthesizers, so we're gonna have to set it to, which one was it? Here, I think it was, yeah. And this will be the next section. Yeah, good. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, L, K. G, H, L, K. Alright, let's do some so-called integration testing, even though it's not actually like software engineering integration testing. It's close enough though. Oh right, hold on. We have to. You know what? I'll put it in to keep things consistent. That'll matter. That will matter once you start doing looping. All right, very good. So we're gonna now go to the next section. At this time, we're also going to next section. So first, let's figure out what the boundaries of the next measure are going to be. I'm betting this is going to be 895 because that's usually how it goes, but better check to be safe than sorry, right? It was 80 to 96. Oh, I know. Yeah. See, there you go. I messed up the I messed up the boundary selection. So yeah, it was definitely the right choice to check my work before I actually dive into the thing. All right. It also looks like we're about halfway through to the piece, so that's nice. Yep, 81 to 96. So things are proceeding at a satisfactory pace, relatively. All right, very good. Okay, so now what I'll do is commit and do that. Just a bit of a side tangent, but I kind of all right. So for those who don't know, I use VS Code or the open source version of it to make my Piece 98 stuffs. Um, so I figured, it might help if I like made a actual extension. So extension being add-ons to the base program like these for PMD. I was thinking about that, and I figured it'd be nice to have. So you can have things like syntax highlighting, maybe error checking. That'll be hard to do. But it can probably be dependent on on using the PMD engine. Although although syntax checking is going to be difficult, primarily because, well, yes, syntax checking is part in general, but the load time for it is especially difficult. So we'll have to see how that goes. So that could work. One other big idea that I want to have is maybe much more automated ways of compiling. Like at the moment, I type in make using a make file and it runs it for me. But what if I didn't want to do that at least? What if I was even more lazier? I just want to say like, okay, press F5 and it works for me automatically. I want to do that. But yeah, that would be nice to have. That would be nice to have it with an extension. However, I'd have to generalize it even further and make sure it works on multiple systems. I'd also have to worry about things like how am I gonna carry around FMPM 2000 with that extension. So that'll be interesting to work with. Also, I know that there's already what VGM2MML, the IDE that's out there for PMD. I don't like it that much because the menus are Japanese. At least I'm pretty sure. Or if anything, the documentation is Japanese, so I can't read it. That's one. So, yeah, I would much rather use a software I can actually read. But apparently, it's really good. So, kudos to those who can use it. I'm sure they make excellent pieces better than what I can do with this scuffed setup. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue. I think after this I'll get a drink of water and then I'll come back and then we'll start the next section. Right, so this one is a repeat of 16 to 32. Hold on, let me move that to it. So we're going to be using this actually. Good. Now we go on to the piano. This one we're gonna have to definitely move into its own thing. Let's see. So we got to PQ. Now we're gonna be doing R. Well, I forgot to key it in, but still. Also, hello, Miko Maiden. It's nice to see you, or hear from you, I should say. All right. So next we have the effects synthesizer, and this one, oh, we already have. Oh, that's right. Yes. So we can just put that in. And I guess yeah, we can put in the H bar too. Why, thank you, Miko Maiden. Yeah, I figured this would be like a good thing to do regularly. For one, most other PMDers, if that's a word that's open, don't do streams. So I figured, yeah, might as well change that, to give a small peek into what it's like to use this really old piece of software, which is somehow still relevant almost 20 years later. Good, good. Right. So what we do now is take, yeah. So we have to make S now. I think, yeah. S is the next one, and this one is soprano 1. All right. So take this. So E becomes S, and we put the same thing down here. That's a good question, Miko Maiden. Um, so I'm not sure about the early history of this software. So this software, if you don't know, is called Professional Music Driver, or PMD for short. It was made by someone called M Kajihara. So it's a little software that you can use to make music for not just the PC98, but for other related Japanese platforms at the time. So things like the PC88. I think FM Towns is another computer brand. So it was made, I probably I'm sure it was made before Zune was around. So for instance, it was made for a lot of much more mainstream Peace 98 games. So it was around for that software. So Zune actually kind of hopped onto the Peace 98 bandwagon right when it was actually in its declining phases. So I would say this. So Zune's Peace 98 stuff was actually uh yeah, kind of in kind of the last few games that were ever made for the PC98. Uh, is it close to whatever it is Zune used for the PC98 games? This is the software he used actually. So this exact setup, like making code, compiling it, and then playing it back. Yeah, this is what he used for the PC for his games, PMD. Granted, nowadays there are other ways, perhaps better ways, I should say, of making uh, PC98 chiptunes. Like for example, Bamboo Tracker. Bamboo Tracker is like a Family Tracker style software that you can use to make PC98. So if you don't know what Family Tracker is, I can pull up a picture for you real quick. So, it looks something like this. So if you've seen like videos of like small notes and letters like scrolling down as music plays, that's Bamboo Tracker. So this is the modern way of making chiptune music. Apparently, it's a lot more intuitive, and I definitely, uh, yeah, I definitely don't deny that. Uh, well, Family Tracker itself is designed for primarily NES chiptunes, so So yeah, that's where stuff like VRC6 comes in. So that's what it was meant for. But Family Tracker has, if I recall, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that Family Tracker itself has a lot of extensions that you can use for other platforms. Uh, there may or may not be one for the PC98, but I haven't heard of it. And when I last checked, there wasn't a native extension for PC98. Thankfully, that's where Bamboo Tracker comes in. So there's a lot of other YouTubers actually who make PC90 chiptunes using Bamboo Tracker. One of them is Mugenry. Uh, he makes good stuff, so feel free to check him out if you want. But yeah, he makes videos that scroll like this, where it's like letters that scroll down. So yeah, that's an alternative way of making chiptunes. There's also a third way, which is fake bit. So you use pre-recorded samples or like a VST for example, and then use FL Studio to make them. So some people will argue that that's not true chiptune and it won't sound good. I used to think that. Nowadays, I'd actually disagree in that you definitely can make good chiptunes, even if it's fake bit and using FL Studio. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. So I guess it comes down to a matter of choice, as in how you want to make your chiptunes. Like personally, I want maximum, I guess, control and to like go as low level as possible, so that I get precise control over things like how to change out how to split the C channel into various things and stuff like that. I'm sure you can do that with Bamboo Tracker, but you can't get it with as much precision, and certainly not with FL Studio. So that's my preference as to why I use PMD. Granted, it's probably the most painful one, but let's see. I've seen some scrolling chiptune before. Is that similar to the software you use? And I've seen yeah. Uh, mm-hmm. That is certainly true. Uh, it is. I don't know what the underlying mechanics are, but yeah. The way the way I make chiptune music, and the way that I guess the scrolling chiptune music is made, they are different. Oh, no worries, no worries. Chiptune as a genre is popular, but in terms of how it's made, most people don't know about it. So yeah, that's perfectly understandable. Yeah, and as for it's not real chiptune, if you were a stickler, that would be true. As in the only real chiptune music per se would be stuff made on and for the actual platform. Like for instance, if you like made a song on the Game Boy Advance and made it just for the Game Boy Advance, that would be I guess real chiptune. That would be real chiptune per se. I'm not a stickler like that. If it's chiptune style, that's good enough for me. And honestly, for any casual listener, that's good enough for them too. So I'm much I try to be a lot more inclusive in that matter because there are many ways to make chiptune music nowadays, and we shouldn't be relegated to tools of the past to making this style of music. Even if I choose to do so, other people should have the flexibility to make music however they want. But that's just my 5 cents on it. Anyway, so last part in this section is F. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh god. I know this part. Oh, this is terrible. So if you're wondering why I'm complaining, it's because we have two changes. So we have two instrument changes midway. Uh, that's gonna be a bit annoying. Shoot. Uh, I'm probably just gonna be. Yeah. Someone said something on a video. Tell 16 remix that this isn't actually 16 bits, and I had no clue. Yeah. Uh, I know what you're talking about, and actually, I think I know the person. I think I might know what person you're referring to. That person has a bit of a problematic history, but I won't get into that midstream. That's perhaps best saved for another story. Um, yeah. I guess they're right in that it would be. I guess they probably use something like FL Studio or maybe Bamboo, maybe like Family Tracker, Bamboo Tracker. So I guess technically they probably are right, but I don't. But I don't think. I don't think just having 16-bit styled music, that's not reason to disparage their work for being illegitimate for whatever reason. I, I would still think personally that it's just as good, because at the end of the day, it sounds like chiptune. To the casual listener, it is chiptune. So what difference does it make, right? If I guess that goes along the lines of, if it's good music, it's good music. Music is good no matter how you make it. And I guess to drive the point home, there are really good fake bit artists. Like they make stuff which will beat the living tar out of anything I'll ever make. So people like that. There are ways to make great fake bit. So the platform itself is perfectly valid. Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah. This is a very obscure area of drama. Yeah. So some people are sticklers in that they want, in that they kind of want the prestige of being authentic chiptune to remain to remain have this like kind of prestige. I mean, if they want to think that making authentic PC90 remixes or authentic SNES remixes will make their channel somehow any bit better, more power to them. But yeah, I don't hold that much prestige to the work I do. If it's good music, it's good music, no matter how much, no matter how you make it. So I guess this is a message to anyone else watching my stream who uses fake bit, and they're kind of thinking that they're not doing legitimate work. Let me just say, you are. Your music is just as good as anyone else's, even if it's using modern tools that didn't exist 20 years ago. So keep on doing whatever work you do, and I'm sure people will enjoy your work. Anyways, let's see. Let's see. So part F is, oh right, yeah, this gobbledygook. I'm being honest. I don't want to macro this out. I'm just gonna copy it in. Normally, you're supposed to do the macro system because it makes things easier, but yeah, I'm lazy. Okay, so we have part L now. This should hopefully do it. Although I feel like something will mess up at some point. Also, before I continue, a small remark in that if someone goes out to actually criticize someone else for using a certain type of software, that's also very not nice and indicative of poor manners. But that's just me. Anyways, let's play back what we have, and hopefully that this next section didn't integrate poorly with the rest, which has happened before. All right, that was pleasant. Yeah, it went really nice in terms of integrating it. All right, let's figure out the boundaries to the next piece. I'm betting against it's giving 97 to 108, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, 97 to 112. All right. Which should I have to go into my drum section? Right, 97 to 112, and then we encode this in, and then we continue. That's 0, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 0, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, good. I didn't mess that up. Alright, let's commit and push. Alright, good. I'm gonna get a drink of water and then I'll be back to continue this next section. Alright, I have returned. Alright. So, this measure is a bit complicated in that we have a mix of old and new stuff. So, what's old is the melody. Right, well, MuseScore doesn't let you do part masking as easily, so I can't do that exactly. But the flute part is old, but what's new is the introduction of the effects synthesizer. There's also a slight variation in this part. Yeah, so we have a fairly big difference here, and we have to make sure to watch out for that. Although perfectly, I would like to use as much as I can out of the old parts, but this is something I'll have to rebuild. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure the honky tonk is still the same, so that's really good. Alright, so that's gonna stay the same, thankfully. Alright, so we start from 33 to 48. Yeah. this is where things get a bit troublesome. So, the effects synthesizer, as I mentioned before, is brand new, but every part here is needed. So, we're gonna have to do some part sacrificing, which I'm not exactly a fan of either. Hmm. Yeah, so the issue is here we have more discrete parts than allowed, and we've already used the CL part since we're using the CL part to split down the winds into octaves, which we'll need either way. This is where the troublesome part begins. Well, yeah. All right. So, huh. Yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice a couple parts here, I'd imagine. Hmm. Yeah, this is yeah, this is gonna be tough. I suppose I could do away with one of the wind parts, but I'm not sure about that since it is after all a melody. Hmm. Yeah, this is tough business. Yeah. This is a bit of a Kobayashi Maru, to tell you the truth. I wish I could use PPZ8 right now. Oh, that'd be so helpful to use, but yeah, we're trying to stick to just FM and synth since that is what Zune used. Hmm. Tough business, tough business. Uh, Alright. In that case, well, yeah. Hmm. Well, if you're wondering why this is so tough, is because normally I would take out like the accompanying parts to fill in for the new parts, but here we have more discrete parts than we have maximum length parts here. So it's a difficult question to have. Hmm. Piano, soprano, honky tonk. I suppose I could get rid of. Hmm. Let's see. I suppose I can get rid of one of the soprano parts since it is that's probably the least important part, I'd say. Because yeah. I say we can get rid of one of the soprano parts. Well, I'd say one because yeah, the soprano part plays the least here. So I can relegate that to SSG and fit that in there. But I can't eliminate all of it for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the best I can do, but no further. All right, so I guess what I'll do is import the rest. Yeah, probably just import the rest of the regular note data, and then we'll move on, and then we'll make changes as we see fit. This is what it sounds like. It's nothing more than just a pitch shift down. Right. So yeah, we can probably take out um the soprano. Yeah. So this part can be replaced with the effect synthesizer that we have to add. Right, so we can replace that with probably the effect synthesizer here. I'm betting. Right. And since, oh yeah, yeah, we already have that. So that's going to be there. I'll probably make it even smaller. And yeah, so we're no longer, hold on. Hold on, did I make a mistake possibly? But I never make mistakes. Oh. Yeah. It's because we have, we're saying, alright, we're going to ignore that part. Just delete it, which I don't like either way. Right, so it's no longer F. Alright, so... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. The part here is fairly different enough that we'll want to just make it ourselves, which means we'll want to do this. Now the question is, let's see. So for those who don't know, yeah, there's a two-part here. So we have the top part, and then the low part, which tends to happen, yeah, across this section. So I have to pick one now. Pick my poison, essentially. All right. Huh. Let's see. Can I? Let's see. So is it possible for me to fit in that other part? Most likely not. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is here. Yeah. The honky tonk lower part is playing a fairly important part too. So I'm pretty sure I'm just all I'm getting is one effect synthesizer part. That's the best I can do, likely. Which means time for me to suffer. Oh, and yes, this is where you'll get to see the most painful part of PMD, in that I have to key in notes manually. This is where it get this is the painful part. See, in Bamboo Tracker or even FL Studio, you wouldn't have this kind of problem because you can just like click and drag notes easy. Here, I don't have that nonsense. So, uh, good lord. I'm just gonna do that as a sanity check. That is a problem. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on. One more. Hold on. 1164 divided by 2 should be that. Kinky instruments. Wait, what? Where did that come from? Kinky instruments. I mean, sure, if that floats your boat. Kinky instruments. What the heck? Anyways, we have a problem. Uh, the part length is incorrect. We have to fix that. And this is what I hate the most about PMD, that I have to mess with the gobbledygook here and figure out what I have to do. Hmm. I can't seem to figure it out at the moment. In that case, we're gonna do this manually. All right. All right. So 144 is the part we need. Okay, 5. So that part is perfectly fine. All right, we're gonna go down to this part, and this should give us a length of 5. So that's 720. I think I figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the spirit. There we go. Perfect. 1152. All right, good. This part, yeah, it integrates somewhat properly, so that's good enough. Now let's do testing and make sure it uh, properly works. Relatively works properly, I should say, yeah. forgot to make a small adjustment actually. So if you recall, I added the detune effect here because it's a honky tonk piano, but we go back to the old stuff starting in 65, so we have to actually add a D0 to make sure we fix that. Anyway, but yeah, that's just a small point. Now we move on to the next section. Hopefully this is the last one. Like, fingers crossed, but I don't know about that. What the? Okay, okay. Wow. Alright. You gotta hear this. Do you see this? We have like 4 wins at once. 4 of them. Alright. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Okay. Wow, that is what is in store for us in the next few sections. Ah, okay. All right. One thing is for sure, I am going to need more parts. Uh, all right. So for a bit of context, the L channel I have set up is algorithm. I think 6 question mark. Let me double check that. Algorithm. What is it? No, 97 is what I'm using right now. And 97. No, 12. No, yeah, 97 is the one I'm using, and 97 supports algorithm 6, which might support 3, but I haven't tried it yet. Now what I'll probably need is algorithm 8 if I want to support the full setup of 4 at once, which we're going to. Well, we actually might need it. Hold on. Hmm. Actually, we may be able to get away with the existing setup. So with the way the section that I just played works, it appears to be that so at the moment the piccolo and the flutes, I guess the winds parts have been playing the same lines up until now, but I think here they start to diverge, which gives us the chorusy effect sort of that we kind of want. So that's that. But we're not worried about that right now. We're worried about the next section. So 113 to 128. And yeah, we have like we have a lot of this stuff. Oh man, I'm thankful even now that I have a script that does this for me. If I had to do this by hand, it would take me like 2 months to do this piece. So yeah, I'm thankful. Good God. Yeah, this is one of the areas where PMD lags behind the times. Like if I know I've bashed this in before, but if you use like Bamboo Tracker, you probably don't have to deal with this crap. Whereas I have to, or at least I had to, when I was starting out. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so moving on. Okay. Alright, so we're up to this section now. So we have. So we did copy mirrors, now we gotta do this. Wait, hold on, let me move this up. That's the spirit. Good. Alright, so after this we have our B part. Alright, now we have to take this and move it up. Hmm. Yeah, there is a bit of discordance in the piece actually because the melody is B natural and we have lots of B flats. That'll be interesting, but that probably gets resolved in the next section, which introduces a whole new measure. All right, very good. All right, let's see. I kind of want to get lunch, or at least a bit of lunch, before I do other stuff. So I think what I'll do is probably copy in the drum section for the next part, and then I'll call it then. 'Alright. So 129 to 144 as the next one to worry about. 29, 30. Let's see, 31. 29, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 32, 34, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36. Excellent. It is still 2304. Good. That's exactly what I like to see. All right. I think that's great progress for a stream. We're almost. I think we're about 2 sections or 3 sections away from completing this, so I can probably do that off stream. I guess I'll finish now, as per usual, with future plans as for what I will do from here on out. So, well, convenient. Actually, people left. That's good. I'm gonna try and finish this piece either during the course of next week or by the next stream. One of those two. Either way, doesn't matter because the pixel art isn't ready yet. So I can probably just go at a leisurely pace. So that's that. I was told that the Kaguya-sama pixel art was going to be done within 5 days. I'm sure it's been longer than that, but it's a low priority project. The piece has been done already, so no pressure. I think what I'll do is wait maybe until the end of the month or maybe 2 more weeks and then ask for another update because the guy did say he was busy with IRL stuff. So I mean, yeah, I don't want to pressure him because he's doing it on his spare time. So much like everyone else is. So I don't want to be that guy that continuously prods people for updates because that's not nice. Anyways, that's that. In terms of pieces that I want to do in the future, I have a few pieces in mind actually. So, these are songs. These are songs that I found inside the whatchamacallit, the Game Benign database. So, let's see. So I have songs that I need pixel art for. So I'm gonna save this for probably down the line in the future. However, these I do have pixel art, namely this one, Rural Makai City Astoria. I don't actually have like Peace Nandia pixel art, but I have pixel art in general, so that's good enough for me. As long as I have like pixel art period, that's all I care about. So that's that. I have even better art for Satori's theme, and Parsi's theme, which are both nice. Both haven't been well. Actually, this one's been covered, but it's not on YouTube. It's on Bandcamp, but that's different stories. So I can definitely touch on this one and this one. So they're both absolutely fair game. Uh, this one, this one I've been meandering on and off about because I think I touched on this already. But there's a whole section. There's a whole second section here which is not reflected in the original source. So I don't know where it comes from, and I'm curious. So that'll be interesting to see. So I think what I'll do is I will reflect the original source and not do the whole thing that's in the MIDI. And then we have this here, which is just another enemy piece. I may do it if I want to. I did find the pixel art for it, so I could do it, but I want to finish the Kaguya one and upload it first, then get to this. Anyways, that's me meandering on future plans. This will probably all be within the course of several months from now, since school means I'm really busy. In any case, it's been fun making this stream. I will definitely continue doing this, probably without the quality of the mic today, since this is only temporary. Although I might buy a better mic if I continue doing this. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.